So we're back on playing some Gyoza. This is the alternate version of the Diabolic Intent version that I was trying earlier this week. This one is playing as Morano Marduk and Akuldakar, four full Underworld cookbooks, and an Oval Chase Daredevil. The Daredevil we can tutor for with Diabolic Intent, so hopefully that's kind of a nice little way to cut down on bad cards in the deck, although we've put in four Diabolic Intents, so we'll see about that. So the idea here is to play a blue-black Asmo cookbook deck that also has the ability to go Goryo's Vengeance into Emrakul in the late game, mid to late game. So we have a way to go way over the top sometimes if the battlefield gets a little bit out of control. Yeah, we replaced 3 bad cards with 4 bad cards, exactly. But they're different bad cards, okay? It's different this time, I think, maybe. And then this version is also going to splash a little bit of green for Haywire Might. We've got 4 Springleaf Drums and a Haywire Might, so hopefully between that, we can get through this. Haywire Might also has a death trigger, so sacrificing it to Diabolic Intent is extra neat, I guess. Let's go. There you are. This deck would be nuts with Astrolabe. There's a lot of decks that would be nuts with Astrolabe. I would be playing Abominable Tree Folk if Astrolabe was legal. Do you think new lands that are snow duels but bolted instead of shocks would work? Maybe? Am I keeping this hand? Yeah, probably. Yeah, the snow duels do exist. They're typed, but they can't enter untapped. Yeah. I mean, actual duels. Got it. Got it. Yeah. Well, they should print actual duels, period. So. So this Emrakul is getting tossed into the graveyard very soon. Not immediately, though. Maybe it should have been. Oh. Okay. So a food token is actually safer than an ornithopter on this board, or in this game. Watsy already got rid of the reserved list. Why did they not print Duels Lamau? So they didn't get rid of the reserved list. So I don't. That's not a real statement, right? The reserve list has not been gotten rid of at all. What printing non tournament playable, not official Magic cards doesn't count as. Okay, yeah. They deleted the page off their website. Did they really? Interesting. DRC. Okay. It's back now as they are migrating servers. Okay, so they didn't. was temporarily out. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's unusual, right? They're not cards, they're tiny posters. There you go. So let's discard Emrakul and see what I draw. Because if I draw another card I want to discard, then we yeah, I understand that people would be freaking out about it if it had at the same time as the other event, but that's not a land. It's a space station. Let's discard Thought Monitor, play Ornithopter, play Thoughtcast, draw into Springleaf Drum. Nice. Can't quite play Thought Monitor, but it does guarantee I could play it next turn. I think they really made those so they can keep doing beta drafts at big events. The previous beta draft, which involved actual packs being opened, I saw it happening, right? There was no coverage of it. I don't even think there was text coverage of it done by WotC. That it was as shocking to me as the fact that the Anurag was not able to cover the beta draft because of the way they were set up. So he wasn't even able to do that because they had it set up in an area where he couldn't really get close to the tables. Anurag did some coverage of the event leading up to the beta draft, but he was not able to provide any coverage of it. Their reasoning was because there was a potential for banned art cards being presented. Okay. Okay. So I don't have Graveyard Hate in my main deck, but I do have an Aether Spellbomb. So it's either Spellbomb or Haywire Might here. I think Spellbomb is better. So first up, let's cast Thought Monitor into their counterspell. No counterspell and no dress down. Well, that's not good for you, opponent. Play Saga. Play Springleaf Drum. Play Thought Monitor. And we pass the turn. I did in the lobbies toboggan, and it went poorly enough and felt clunky and awful enough that I haven't mustered up the courage to take it into anything higher than that. So let's go ahead and bounce one of the DRCs. Go to 8. Expressive iteration, okay. Opponent gets a Ledger Shredder, but no land. Good, good. So I have a Shadow Spear in my deck, so realistically I just have to make it through this turn. Um, I just play Dark Slick Shores with pass here, huh? I could play the Blood Fountain for no cost here. Yeah. I have access to 5 mana. I want to make the token. I want to crack a food. No, we won't play the Blood Fountain here. I don't know about that, Shauna. Like Spike's decks, some of them work. It's just that they require what do I want to say? You have to be so in his headspace for the deck to perform for you in any way like it does for him. I think that's a fair assessment. So this means my construct's a 6/6, but I can pitch a card from hand to make it Unholy Heat proof. If they have Heat Bolt, I don't know if I'm beating that in any way. 1 bolt. I think I can go to 5 here. Definitely can't play around everything. Probably also should have... Well, no, I wanted to keep the food token for the artifact count. I can make the construct and then crack food if I want to. Spike decks require both skill and extremely positive variance. Also, opponent not doing too much disruptive stuff. Well, I mean, it depends. Because, like, let's take two decks from the last little while. He's got the Iconoclast deck, right? Which is just like a good tempo mid-range deck. And then there's the Karn Ponza deck. The Karn Ponza deck fits your description very much so. You need to draw reasonable hands. You need your opponent not to bolt your turn 1 elf a lot of the time. But also, a lot of the time you see that when he goes and plays leagues, because like that Karn Ponza deck, it was like mostly 3/2s. I'm pretty sure was the kind of win rate it was in. They get consider, okay. Okay, that's not good enough, opponent. Do I want to gain life here? Yeah, I do. So crack a food, make a food. I don't need this right now. So get the Shadow Spear, play Saga, equip the Spear, play Blood Fountain, play also Blood Fountain. I would like to gain 13 life. Thoughts? Opinions? Okay. Probably also should have attacked with the Thought Monitor. Unfortunately, this is a combo out matchup. So we don't get to take advantage of this deck having a plan B. Do I want Haywire Might? Probably. Oh, Kaya, do you need anything for this weekend? I'm traveling into the city tomorrow, so if there's anything you need to let me know today. Please go ahead and put it into Discord for me if there is anything important you need. I'm also traveling into the city tomorrow. Cool. Who am I staying with? I'm staying with my family. I'll be right back. As we start, with that mulligan. Okie dokie. Yeah, we're not keeping this hand. There we go. Is it good? No. Is it acceptable? It better be. Opponent is ready for a cookbook. I'm ready to not play a cookbook. Toby and Elaine. Okay, I know those people. Okay. Do need to find a discard outlet for Asmora. And if I get... If I get Blood Mooned, I do not have access to black yet until I find a Springleaf Drum. That's okay. Murktide opponent is doing the control thing. Does it work? Will it blend? Don't inhale this. So I'm playing out the Delta here rather than the Darkslick Shores so that I can fetch a second island. I think it's worthwhile at this point. Monkey Dust. Don't inhale this. Murktide. Okay. Remy did a song about Ragavan complaining of being overused. Yeah, I've not seen it. Spike said he was going to show it on stream and then didn't, and I think that was the end of my interaction with it. So let's play Ornithopter. Let's play Ornithopter. He did show it on stream, and not while I was watching, because he said he was going to show it, and then I never saw it happen. This mulligan to 6 may not work out. Shame. Made it to my ringtone for now. Very nice. EE on 0. Savagery. Second Murktide. Woof. Never drew a discard outlet. Never drew a all right, maybe we don't keep any of those. Never drew a there's something else I didn't draw. Oh, Saga. Okay. Thoughtseize seems good, no? It's not great. The problem is I just feel like I need to be careful about how much non permanent stuff I have. Like, there's a reason I cut a Thought Monitor, right? Like, it's good in the matchup, but there's just games where it just gets stuck and you can't quite. I wonder what you're playing against. Murktide. I'm playing against Murktide. What? How's it going? Poorly overall. This deck performed really well in its first game against Murktide, as it does. Um, Second game was weird. I wonder if many Murktide pilots are playing Toulouse now. Well, we ran into the one earlier who was. That was wild. Okay. Need to not get Blood Mooned next turn. Probably should have just made the construct, huh? Yeah, definitely should have done that because I can't get this Thoughtcast out, and I don't know why I thought I could. I've been doing really crappy affinity math in the last couple days, and I don't know why. I should not have played this Haywire Might. I should have just played the Ornithopter and made the construct token, and I don't know what's wrong with me. It's like I'm on permanent tilt since the weekend. Like I just misplay every game for no reason. Tolas. Yeah, it's something that the last Murktide pilot we played against put into play against me on creativity. It's a very strange card. I will do so, Kaya. I will bring those decks. Okay, so might as well make the construct. Springleaf Drum. Might as well cast a Thoughtcast and get them to use a Spell Pierce if they have it. Nope. Guess I won't play an Ornithopter into their potential EE on 0, although I guess E on 0. Yeah, it would kill my construct token. They would not do it. Should be consider or opt. Yeah. Toller's was a very, very strange card for the previous Murktide opponent. Definitely one of those moments where you're like, I didn't even know that was a thing. I don't remember that card being in Capenna. Ornithopter also connives, which is extra annoying. Yeah, it would have triggered the Ledger Shredder. They can't kill everything with just a Fury here, right? Yes, good. They can kill those, though. Okay. Murktide? That's Murktide. Shocking the steam vents there feels like I'm extra dead. Good timing, Fatal Push. All right, so float, get another Springleaf Drum or Cookbook. Cookbook gives me 2 artifacts for this turn, which is probably necessary. Hopefully one of the things I play for blue mana gives me more blue mana. Hold on. Springleaf Drum. No, I can get the Springleaf Drum here. Get the Springleaf Drum, play a Cookbook. Play Ornithopter. Discard Urza. Thought Monitor. Think we Spellbomb the big boy? I don't think that does enough. I think this direction was way more powerful. I think Spellbomb would be playing not to lose. Should have sequenced differently. Instead of playing to win. I did discard a card. So might as well. Might as well jump. Just go ahead and jump. So if they have like Bolt Heat here, just remove all my blockers, and then they swing for 1 short of lethal. Good turn. Hope it's enough. I think it was better than going for a Spellbomb. Heat. Okay, they're 1 short of lethal right now. So if they can connive. Yeah. Yeah, they hit. Damn. Close. We had pretty weak game 2 and 3 there, I guess. Although this deck does have a lot of disparate synergy elements they could get beat up by Murktide. So they stacked their triggers wrong there. Did they? Does it matter? I don't know that it does. I saw the counter on the. Oh yeah, because they had surveil into the yeah. I see. Yep. Didn't matter because they hit. I missed it because I was just waiting for them to either put the counter on the creature or not, so I just didn't. Oh, Frogamid from our chat is now in the game. So I don't have anything extra to throw into the cookbook right now, so we'll just play Springleaf Drum. Good draw. So discard our Emrakul. Get an extra cookbook. Play an extra Springleaf Drum. Yeah. I think I'd rather have that for now. I guess playing the cookbook means I could have made a food in an emergency to shoot down like a grief that's getting flickered back here. Or ephemerated. Yeah, playing the cookbook here was more correct. Okay. Touch the spirit realm. Comes back on end step, unfortunate. If it was on the next upkeep, it would be better for me, obviously. So Ornithopter gives me 4 mana here to cookbook back the Thought Monitor, but then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah. So in theory, we can Thought Monitor next turn. Throw Gamid scamming hard. Yep. It's a popular strategy. Okay, good. They Turok. We pick up Thought Monitor. This one was called Sewer, Shauna. But Hammer Time was sometimes called Scammer Time, if that's the thing you're thinking of. So we top deck Urza. Then we also play Thought Monitor, and my opponent cries and screams. And then we draw another Thought Monitor. We do that too. And this is why you play a bunch of Springleaf Drums and cookbooks in these decks. Play Springleaf Drum. Springleaf Drum plays Blood Fountain. All right. That's my turn 4, opponent. Go ahead. How's the sewer treating you, opponent? How is the sewer? Is it good? Do you like it down there? The scan play Force of Despair. It does not. Would have been good on that board. Solitude. All right. Seems like a decent turn 4. I mean, not the worst. All right, I'll gain 10. Slightly above average. I'm definitely going to want to make a food this turn to oh, I don't have the cookbook anymore. Shoot. Yeah, with what cookbook? The one I sacrificed, obviously. Well, that sucks. I guess they're going to exile my Asmo. All right. Can we just pass the turn here and just see what happens? I feel you can loot away with... Oh, with blood. I have a blood token. Pick it up with the... Can you do everything? I assume not. I have 6 mana. Yeah, I can. But I can't also play the cookbook I get. Looting pumps Daddy Turok too. I mean, really the last of my concerns at this point. I think we just pass here. See what happens. But I think we just pass here. Loot, pick up for 4, play Asmo is 5, cookbook is 6. Oh, I did have enough. Huh. No. Loot, pick up for... No, loot and pickup is 5. Yeah, fountain is 4. I was right. We were one short. It's okay. They targeted the Asmo anyway. This is what I wanted. Because now they can't attack, or I get back 2 thought monitors. If they draw Step Flicker their grief, I get to play an Asmo here? No, wait. No, I don't. Wait, yes, I do. Yes, I do. So they're going to discard the Asmo. Then I get to pick her back up and play her and play the cookbook and discard the Ornithopter. And then we're in some kind of shape. So pick that up. We're in a shape. Yeah. Circle. Circle's the shape. I know Carrion Lich, but I only own one of the old border ones, and I don't really feel like vanishing first. Okay. Is opponent playing a brew? No, uh this is sewer. It's black white Stoneblade, it was called for a while. It is the deck that people were afraid of when Grief was released, alongside Ephemerate being legal. I guess we attack here. Sewer, I hardly know her. Zing. Now Grief is the cheapest of the five. Really? That's surprising with the popularity of Scam. What is that? Yellow Hat Sewer? Why is there a Yellow Hat Sewer emote? You know what? I don't need an answer. Draw a breeding pool. Okay, that is a food. It's a Yellow Hat meme? Oh, okay. My Yellow Hat meme is entirely in my own head and involves his resub song. And also the fact that sometimes when I read the name Yellow Hat, it reads as Yellow What to me. Yellow what? Phyrexian Flesh Gorger. Deal. Resolves. Fletch George. Boop. Robot. Robot. Yeah, just get a Shadow Spear. I mean, they don't have a they don't have a Solitude, so I realistically have no reason not to do this. Smash. That flesh thing can get quickly out of hand. I'm just not worried about it. I don't know why I would be in this game. It has Menace and Lifelink. It does not have Death Touch. Whatever you're doing, opponent, it's not gonna do what you think it's gonna do. Like maybe they have a way to bring it back, and then they have a 7-11. But like, they're paying costs. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't race the construct. You know what it also doesn't do? It also doesn't race the other construct. Like, it's just... It's such a non-issue. So they would go to... If they attack with it, and I take it, they go to 13. It's better than... No, I mean, it's a better line for them than not doing it. I just feel like they're going to go pass to their turn, draw a card, and concede. That is the way I foresee the rest of this game going. But Zach, they've got a 7-5. They do. They do, in fact, have a 7-5. He's a wormy boy. I do like the art on this card. All right, once again, getting off the plan. Oh, I guess I could board in an Orvar, huh? I have no way to target Orvar if I hardcast it. Don't think I need Haywire Might here. Might for Cauldra? You think they're actually playing Stoneforge? I don't think they're playing Stoneforge because I don't think they have room for it with all the other stuff they did there. Like they're playing the Gorger and they're playing yeah, I mean probably doesn't hurt me to keep it. Probably don't need Aether Spellbomb, huh? Do they board into things like that? It's possible. Or Var seems loose. Yeah, I'll probably just keep the Spellbomb. Keeping the 7. They're obligated to play a couple good cards at least. I would argue in the modern format, Stoneforge Mystic, if it's mostly getting Cauldra, I don't think that is a good card. Put him multi to 6. Might is so good. Is it? I am unconvinced. I think Might is a fine card. I definitely am not so excited about it. It might be. It might be. Stoneforge just needs the deck to support it. Like Hammer Time makes Stoneforge good because it's able to be slightly flexible. Wow, that's a turn. Um, and it gets like an unfair shell that backs it, right? Clearly remember people having fits about the Stoneforge Mystic unban. I was just sitting there being like, I don't know what any of you are talking about. Like, I don't get it. It made no sense at the time, and I still don't understand how people could think that Stoneforge was going to break Modern in any way. I understand more people being uh upset about Jace getting unbanned. That makes more sense to me than Stoneforge. It can get the reconfigured dudes too. Yeah, their equipment. My pure modern red white hammer might be an actual deck too. Interesting. Should I hold some of these cards in case they have a second Kataki? Probably not. Probably not. Urza go Burr. Yeah, that's the idea. And I have 4 Thoughtcasts and 4 Thought Monitors to draw into now. Urza is Uwu, not Burr. It's true. EE on 1. Whew. Good thing they can't pop it now. Trigger. Second Urza. Yes, please. And the reason I left up a black mana here is if they pop their EE, then I get to draw a card off of Nile Spellbomb dying. Which I think is pretty neat. Much like a potato. I just think it's neat. No. Stap OP? I don't need to stap. This is fine. Okay, so let's discard the Springleaf Drum. Okay. So I can discard Asmo to make a food. And when they oh, it's not ephemerate. They don't actually have another. Yeah, they don't have another Solitude come in. But so I just pass the turn here. But we can discard Asmo and then pick up Asmo and Urza, which is kind of cool if they pop their EE. I clicked through. I clicked through. I was not expecting that. I don't know why I wasn't expecting that. Okay, that was exactly the play that I was expecting them to make, and then I wasn't expecting it, and I don't know why. Okay. Yeah, just playing like garbage. Well, at least I said the right play. It'll be okay. Yeah, I hope so. Thoughtcast leads me to believe it will be. Hey there, Drip 6 KB. I'll hold that in case for some reason I want a blood token with it. Smash. Opponent is very slowly attempting to kill us. Priest of Fell Rights. That's that's a card. Okay. So Thopter. Okay, I'm gonna double down on the there's no possible way they're playing Stoneforge Mystic in that list. There's just no room. Yeah. So we'll just go attack for 7, play another Urza. And if they get back the Kataki, I can just pay for everything with itself. The lands play for the constructs, so we beat them to death. They're on Flesh Gorge or Ephemerate. Yeah, we saw that part. So they can Priest, and they almost have enough mana to do it again. But, like, whatever. Grief me. Okay. Deal. Wait, they griefed my Asmo, so now I can play the Wait. Okay. Really obnoxious? Oh, yeah. Like, you wouldn't believe. You probably would. You're watching it happen. Anyway, so I smashed in with my constructs. Chump block. Okay. Also chump block. Okay. 27 you. Yeah, right? Man, if they block with the Solitude, and then if they draw land, they can kill my Urza, and then I'm in kind of scary place. But there's nothing I can do about it, so here's hoping. There's suppositories in the art after all. Got him. All right. So 2-0 against Black White there. Pretty lucky in a couple spots to get that, but doesn't surprise me. Our never ending onslaught of value is pretty tough for them. Hey, GG, Pro Gamut. Frogomid? Frogomid. MTG Hoodab is the opponent. Well, this hand sucks. Unless I draw... Yeah, the Metallic Rebuke was great. Unless I draw blue. Hmm. All right. This hand also sucks, but for completely opposite reasons. You know what? Let's keep the Emrakul. Mord is pretty. That deck is just being cute. That's a statement, Shauna. So opponent also is on a Malta 6. Looks like hammer. No problem, Perfy. I was worried, but not concerned. Wait, what? How are the matches? This Diabolic Intent version of this deck doesn't seem to be working very well at all. My theory about how it might play out has not been functional in any way. Pure Steel. Okay. Drawing Oval Chase here is good. Should I buy Mana Traders so I can play MTGO again? If you have the time and the inclination, if you're going to enjoy doing it, Perfy, I cannot recommend it highly enough. Sigarda's Aid. Wow, they're just spoiled over there, huh? I feel like Diabolic Intent is medium at best in all decks, except for something like Rakdos Zombardment deck. Okay. No hammer. Got the hammer coming in off the Saga here. So I can get a cookbook. Then we have the Intent and the Emrakul. So if I get a cookbook, I have 1, 2, 3 artifacts this turn. So let's tap here. Get the cookbook. So I'm 1 mana short of doing everything in 1 turn, yeah. But maybe we draw a second land here. No, crap. Forgot about you. Ornithopter? Ornithopter. Okay. Does that help me? It does not. Rats. All right. Is Fish just the best deck in Modern at the moment? I would say absolutely not. I have no idea what the best deck is, but it's definitely not Merfolk. No, it's Goblins. Goblins is also definitely not the best deck in Modern. I think it's very difficult to say which deck is the best deck in Modern. If there is one, it's probably Murktide, Scam, Creativity. It did get second Sunday. Yeah, Murktide's definitely in contention for the best deck in the format. 110%. Yes. Okay, so they got Shadow Spear here. Do they have a hammer in their hand that they just sandbagged all the other turns? It's possible. Rhinos won though. Yeah, Rhinos again is not. I don't think there is a clear best deck. I think there's a lot of potential contenders, but I don't think there is a best deck. I'm just taking this. If they have the hammer, I'm dead. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Yeah, there was no out there. All right, so this whole thing is just clearly not working, which is really frustrating. I thought this would be the build. For some reason, I thought this would be the build of this deck that worked. No. So best deck? I don't think there is one right now. I just think that it's a pretty tight race, and it just depends on your configuration and your matchup spread on a given weekend. It's not a good clickbait response. That's all I have for you. Man, this is rough. Yeah, the best pilot is the best. The best deck is the best pilot. No, the the winner is going to be the a pilot who plays a good deck, who likes their deck, and it runs hot. Happy Sandwich. Happy Sandwich is up there, but they haven't won a lot of challenges recently. All right, we're gonna keep this and just try to high roll into something. It's better than my last hand, but we had to mull to sixth that game too, and ended up with a bad. I'm having a stroke. I mean, it's just a very difficult thing to phrase right now for me. I'm sure I could come up with something great and pithy. Did you ever follow Susurus? I couldn't find them anywhere. I couldn't find them on Twitter. I couldn't find them on Twitch. Literally can't find their existence. Yeah. As far as I can tell, they just don't have Twitter or Twitch right now. Or if they do, it's not at Susurus and it's not at Prison Mike. Or it is at Prison Mike, but whatever way they've formatted the name Prison Mike is not easy to find, because there's someone who on both Twitch and Twitter who has a Prison Mike name because it's the joke from The Office. Pitting Needle. Okay. And they name Cookbook. Okay. Losing to Hammer doesn't surprise me, especially if we're drawing this poorly. But it is frustrating. Thought they were just Susurus MTG with no posts. I mean, they might be. I didn't find that. Okay. Could be out of line, but I feel like both of you have similar play styles. I mean, I don't know how that would possibly be out of line, but it definitely. I think that I think about the game in a way that is very control slash prison player y most of the time. I'm often not looking for any kind of proactive lines. Um, Literally never looking for lethal, I guess, is our running joke here. Top of your deck really letting us down? Oh yeah. Like you wouldn't believe. I mean, I kept a medium -6 and we're just suffering for my decision there, right? Good lord. Haywire Might is the pick here. But I think I miscounted here, and then I play Blood Fountain, and then I can't play Thought Monitor, and I lose? No, I can. I can play it. Got all the pushes? Yeah, we did. And now we can hit a land. Okay. Fuck. Come on. That's something else. It always happens when I run 25 lands. I mean, I think this deck is running like 19, so definitely much more on the sketchy side. But we shouldn't be drawing this badly. Like this is silly. Colossus Hammer. Yep. They also have a Giver of Runes on top of everything else. So it's like this is because they had the Giver, right? So if I block here and I Haywire Might their Hammer. I block here, and then when they give it protection, I go Fatal Push. Alright, we'll see what happens. If they have another equipment, basically anything in hand, I'm going to lose anyway. So, tap for black. Oh, I guess they could have Spell Pierce or Blacksmith Skill here. But again, this game has been such crap that we're just not... I don't think there's a reasonable shot. Okay. So they don't have an equipment. If they did, they would have played it there to draw the card. So we take 11. We might be able to win this, which is absolutely insane. Yeah, sometimes the shuffler just does you dirty. I can't pay for that. I need any mana we draw here. All right. All right. I guess I should kill something here. And then if they have a... Yeah, okay, this is good. It's not great, because obviously they've drawn a bunch of extra cards, but nothing I can do about that. So Metallic Rebuke is live here. Unfortunately, their construct token is also live here. Going for the Ink Moth, huh? All right. So block here. They go hammer. Fetch to 4. They need to punt here for me to have a chance. But I just didn't think it was worth blocking the construct token and just letting them like dictate this now. So hopefully they give the S% protection from blue, and then I get to push the construct. They don't need to do anything here. They should not do anything here. Perfect. He just got punished so hard. I mean, Hammer is not... It's not an easy deck. Like, there are lots of ways that less experienced players get severely punished while playing Hammer, and that right there was yet another example of one of them. Can they punt this game away, though? They're up so much end cards. Yeah, it's definitely not easy. So if I want to Haywire Might, I gotta fetch to 1 life. But, I mean, that's where we're at. Exactly, Perfy. That's what I always say about decks in any format. The one counter argument is there are decks that just hand you free wins on a platter, and that's definitely true. Like there are definitely decks that can give you, like, for example, in the case of Hammer Time, if you understand the sequences, there are turn 2 kills that you just go for, and you usually get them. Calibrated Blast. Calibrated Blast is still not easy. The mulliganing decisions, I think, are noteworthy. Storm. It can just win games despite punts. Yeah, sure. And that's a good example, right? That is a good example of a deck that just sometimes just hands you wins. That's like, yeah, right. You just get a free win here. Any Tron variant, yeah, yeah. Tron. Sometimes you just top deck the Tron land, and you're like, oh, we won. So let's fetch shock Overgrown Tomb. And I got a 3, exactly. Thanks, Haywire Might. You're great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And we could pick up the Might with Blood Fountain. Yeah, Might is good. Might's a good card. I'm not gonna call it amazing yet. At all. In any way. But it's certainly worth splashing in some decks. Yeah, Storm is a non-deterministic combo deck, so it's pretty... Alright, they have another hammer. Oh no, they got Cauldron Complete this time. Do you think you're supposed to double block with Monitor and Construct? Probably, but I don't... What, and just let it go? Maybe I was. Because I have Urza, so having Monitor in my graveyard would have been nice. Well, we'll see. Okay, so I can't activate that. So first up, let's Blood Token. So the Sentinel dies regardless of them having a Giver. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yes, yes. Should have done that. We'll play the Saga. Pick up these two. Play Cookbook. Damn it. Ah, so sick of this freaking card in this game. Fine. Book is mana neutral. Well, it was. Yeah, it's okay. We're pretty severe non-favorite in this game. They've been making a lot of punts that are keeping me in it, so... Sigarda's Aid enters the exile zone. They're playing March of Otherworldly Light. Okay. Think I go after the Sigarda's Aid here? This means they have to hammer now. They only have the one giver, so they can't. All right. That's not a good sign. uh, and they have a Cauldron complete. They also have a hammer. It's not surprising. I think they've drawn like 4 or 5 extra cards off of Esper Sentinel this game. So Might plus Emery is usually lights out for hammer. Well, so is Emery plus engineered explosives. So all right, I'm off it. Let's just go to the next match. I don't need to try to steal that game. If they manage to misplay that turn again, I think I'm going to be on such low resources it just doesn't matter anymore. I must confess, Watu ruins my dreams. In what way? He always does well and convinces me I, too, can do well with control. It can. It just takes, a lot of practice. A lot of practice. Oh, we're against Ryan? So this is usually the crazy dredge guy, right? All right. I will keep this exceedingly mediocre hand. Do we have any main deck graveyard hate? I don't think so. No. Opponent took a mull. Keep the 6. Zagoth Triome. That's not normal. Peatland Cannon. What in the hell? If I had not pushed through my end step, I would have had. Oh, wait, I have a cookbook here, right? I can kill this. Should have kept the Diabolic Intent in theory to start looping with Oval Chase. Bontu's Monument. Uh-huh. Okay. Acerak. Yeah, okay. A Sararak, right? A Sararak. Okay. Uh, Asmo being able to kill a Sararak kind of. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Haywire Might seems great. Spellbomb does not. Shadow Spear is unnecessary. Let's play push? Sure. Okay. Is anyone enthused to see them try to resolve their Serac combo, though? Like, I almost want to let them have it so that they can try. It takes like 10 minutes online, but I want to see if Ryan 100 or what 100,495 100,495. I would like to see if they can do it in a semi-efficient way. All right. I mean, 18 land deck, drew 4 lands in the opener. Seems fair. Seems legit. All right. Drew an Urza. So Kinnan with a Mox Amber and Bontu's Monument is enough to go off with the Acererak, right? Oh, brutal. My hate piece, opponent. I can't get that back. It's gone forever. Honestly, GG. Well, hold on now. We still have a Haywire Might. Gwenna? Yeah, okay, that's the other card that does it. I've got to push. I can't revolt. I'm not capable of being revolting. Make food and eat. Oh, we can make food and eat. You're right. I even have a spare island to do it with. All right, so I should have done it, but whatever. So this should now tap for 3. Okay. It's bugged. No, I know. I know, Kaya. My opponent was just telling me that it's bugged, and it is bugged. So Saga here. Get play Springleaf because I want extra black mana. Shotgun a breeding pool. Play Urza. Uh-oh. Trophy. Let's go 1, 2. I need a black mana. No, they're killing my Urza. I don't need to make the food. I just need 1. I can just tap this for black. Yeah, drum gives me the black. That's yeah. And now I can pick up the Urza too? No, I can't. I'm 1 short. But I'll just do that next turn, the turn after. No. Smash? Smash. Smash! Whew! It's a lot of caryatids. I don't know. Smash? Yuck. Perfect draw. Smash. Go get him. Ooh. Oh, they're going to activate Kinnan. You don't see this very often. Gets a Gwenna. All right. All right. That's what they're looking for. Mm-hmm. Abrupt decay my token. Sure. Why are all the Papa John's commercials feel like acid trips? I don't know if you know anything about Papa John. But I'm gonna assume he somehow has something to do with that fact. And yeah, the Papa's into that. He's into something. Opponent, I'm just drawing cards over here. Relax. Don't worry about me. Oh my Kaya. Come on, that's not what we're about, are we? Fine. Like you always want me to spite name needles and stuff, but like this is the problem for you? I just wanted to see how much I could hit for. I hit for 36 there. I could have done more. All right, we're going for a 3-2. First 3-2 in a while. I would love to take this. Hey, it's Ryan. Yeah, I found out that that combo was bugged off of Doomwake, but I also, and no criticism to you, I'm sure your build is great, but I just cannot imagine that deck could be functional in Modern. Have you ever tried an Acererak combo deck, like with Rooftop Storm? Because it is, I checked at one point, I think it was like 16 clicks to make your opponent lose one life. Because you need to go through an entire dungeon. Yeah, it's like you play a Sarac and there's two triggers. Then you need to choose the room in the dungeon. The Gwena taps, and then you need to. So it's like 6 clicks, but there's also stacking of triggers that needs to happen. Um, and that's sure. Um, Bontu's definitely makes it go faster, but still, it's going to be at least like 40 to 160 clicks to kill someone. This is one of the better openings we've had. Yeah, Heartless Act is super high potential to be broken someday. Yeah, sorry, Heartless Summoning. I knew the card you meant. I knew the card you meant. Third Path Iconoclast in this list or nah? I have a red blue list that we were playing the other day with Urza that is definitely a reasonable Iconoclast deck. This particular one, I think you would have a lot of trouble fitting it all in. Um, Man, this is all kinds of suck, huh? It's a good thing we're against Hardened Scales. It's probably going to kill us before we fail. So I don't think Third Path Iconoclast makes sense in the Diabolic Intent deck that I have here, but this is also just like not been particularly functional. Yeah, you can find it here. I ran into a different person on Scales. Why is it picked up again? I don't know why, but I've seen it multiple times in challenges and leagues now. Um, oh, we might get to do the thing this game. So I need to get the cookbook, and I'll need to Diabolic Intent something. But we might get to Emrakul them here. Shout out to Bolt Snap for having the best mustache in Modern. If he's the one I think he is. Okay. In Magic, not Modern. I need to stop typing when tired. You're European, right? Right, Ryan? I feel like you're European. I feel like for some reason I know that you're European. American? You American, boy? Okay, these work early. I'm sure I'm just confusing you with Sodek. That's a pretty big Zabaz over there, huh? Okay. You're not the Popper Stream guy. Also, yeah, I'm not the Popper Stream guy. Oh, we drew a cookbook. So we can definitely Emrakul them, right? Do I need one more mana? Because I need to play the cookbook. Yeah, I don't think I can Emrakul them. Luckily, I can just put out enough blockers for now. Let's go Ornithopter. Play Urza. Play Cookbook. Discard Thoughtcast. Play Thought Monitor. 4, 5, 6. I think I was one short, Mike. I think next turn I can. It's 4 mana. I think I needed 5. Because it's 2 for Intent, 2 for Goryo's Vengeance, 1 for the Cookbook. Maybe I did have enough, because I could have fetched the Cookbook. Okay. So second flying blocker means... Is there only one? No. There's more. Yeah, Urza's really fun to play. It's not great, actually, because it costs 4. Yeah, actually, I think I could have done it. The crazy thing, Mike, is if we had made that play, the opponent had the out of animate Inkmoth, sack everything, put the Zabaz counters on it, and then if they drew another land, they kill us with that. Unfortunately, I think this kills me, right? Is that how this works? I think we die. So they go 9 and 9. Yeah, we just take 20. I hate Hardened Scales. It's so good and it's so impossible to play. Unfortunately, we were going to die either way there, I think. Yeah, we were going to die either way. If I had Goryo's them, I think we still end up losing there. Okay, so... Which is harder to play with math, scales, or... Oh, scales, by a grotesque margin. I'm pretty sure. I hate the math of both those decks. I definitely do too. I'm 99% sure, though, that scales is the harder of those two to play. Need the needle. Spellbomb's fine. Yeah, the difficulty of hardened scales is much higher as a ceiling. And I think it's also much higher as a floor. I think it's just higher in general. Opponent's on a mull to 6. Yeah. Teamer Battle Rage. Teamer Battle Rage was something else. So we played Blood Fountain here because playing Cookbook only matters, I guess, if I wanted to get a food on this cycle. I don't think that I want to. We have 4 artifacts next turn, so Thought Cast costs 1. Go ahead and fetch Shock Breeding Pool. Play Cookbook. Discard Cookbook. Play Thoughtcast. Okay, that's close to as good of a draw as we can expect to have in the early game. Ballista or Hangerback? Hangerback, okay. Rats. I made mistakes somewhere along the way here. I think I was thinking the green mana was relevant. Okay. Don't kill me, Hangerback. Don't kill me. Wow. My 18 land deck has started to flood again. This whole league has just been like ping-ponging between flooding and screwing. Okay. Not having double push up here is really bad. Having flyers up here is really good. I think when they activate Hangerback, I'm supposed to push the Ravager. Because then they can't activate the Ink Moth in response. Rebuke may save us here. Patchwork Automaton. That's fine. Okay, so they can activate Zbaz. They play another Zbaz. That's fine, he said, increasingly nervous. Whew. That boy's getting big. They're attacking with it? That's not fair. All right, I guess I'll take it. What in the hell, opponent? Okay, so let's blood token that land. There we go. Although I guess this means I'm not making a construct with Saga this turn, which is probably fine. It's definitely fine. It's definitely fine. So next turn I can needle the Zbaz, and we can Otawara the Hangerback Walker. So we're in a good spot. Just Otawara it now. Yeah. Get out of here. Counters go on the Ozolith. And then if they target one of their creatures this turn, I can kill the creature in response and then get Haywire Might and exile the Ozolith with the 7 counters on it. So we'll see how they decide to sequence this turn, but Pithing Needle? No. Denied. This is Hanger back. Okay. Guess I could just push the Hanger back here. That's what I wanted to do anyway, right? Yeah. Boop. You may have one Thopter, opponent, as a treat. Please attack with your Patchwork Automaton. Did not. Hang it back, Walker, Walker, Walker. Do 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 do. There you go. All right. If I was a better singer, we'd have a real parody on our hands there. Cool. So I still have a flying blocker. Eh. Smash. Oh, really? Weird. Okay. Well, all right. It's hardened scales. Damn. This game, I'm absolutely making a food on turn one. Ancient Stirrings. Oh, kitty. Meow. Ink Moth. All right. Good draw. Springleaf. Thopter. Thoughtcast. Can I die here? Yes. The answer is yes. Pass the turn. It's not likely, but I think it's possible. Holy goddamn. Really gonna need to deal with that Ozolith. Zbuzz. Alright. Blood Fountain. Aether Spellbomb. Alright. Going to combat? Alright. I'll take your 3. I'll take your 3, opponent. Needle? So I guess this is for Spellbomb. I think I might let it go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they name the Spellbomb. Okay, that's blood token. Good draw. Wait a minute, you're that other Dark Slick Shore. Doctor. Push. Opponent's rumbling in with their little bug boy. Or are they? They're not. Surprise construct. And by surprise, I mean not surprising at all. Arcbound Ravager. So this is double fatal push, right? Push the Ravager, push the Zabaz. Or push the Zabaz, push the Ravager. Now, I can always make the construct now, go and get the Haywire Might and double fatal push when I untap. It shouldn't matter. Okay. Other than now I have a large smashy lad to get in there with. So Springleaf Drum's got to go for green. This is getting the might. Push the Arcbound, Haywire the Zabaz. Zabaz is a creature. Haywire Might can only target non-creatures. That's okay. It's a new card. I get it. Think I'm floating one here? Yeah. I mean, I'm getting Haywire Might to keep myself in this game in theory. Well, not to keep myself in the game. What am I saying? It's well, I can use the Haywire Might multiple ways because I can always remove the needle and then spell bomb something. Smash. Think the opponent's F6'd? The way that went down was suspicious. I don't really know why I would do this at sorcery speed. Unless I'm worried about Veil, but I beat Veil. No problem. Another Ravager. Okay. So if I'd turned this island into a food last turn, I could kill them now. Wait, I can kill them now, right? No, I go down and then I go up. That's no good. It's all right. I screwed up. I forgot how crazy the Ozolith is with hardened scales. Okay. Well, hopefully I can draw anything relevant ever. Nope. Damn you, hardened scales. Why are you so complicated to play against? Ah. All right. So I just let the damage go here. Then I push the Ravager. Yeah. But now I'm down my Shunky boy. I could have been recycling my Haywire Might with my cookbooks and stuff and my Blood Fountain, couldn't I? Guess I can start doing that next turn. I need one more mana to do that. So it's pretty important that I draw a land or... No, it's just land at this point. Luckily, getting rid of that yeah. Getting rid of that Ozolith was huge. If you're pushing Ravager, why not do it before the Construct dies? Because then the Zabaz would have become like a 30-30. Okay. So I can chump block this turn and then... yeah, exactly. I had to wait for combat damage to go and then take my action. This Ballista is going to be a problem. Okay. Okay. So Haywire Might can get rid of the needle. They're gonna crank in response. That's fine. So we go tap the Might, get rid of the needle. Suppose I can pass the turn, because if they tap any mana, it ends up being beneficial to me. Yeah. I suppose they could just attack with the ballista and not crank it. That's probably what they'll do. So I can take 6 right now, and then be ready to spellbomb the ballista. What's the best Urza list? I have a qualifier this weekend. Need help. I don't recommend playing any Urza list for a competitive event that you want to win. Unfortunately, that's if you want to play something Urza, if the best one is like blue white, like 8 cast with Urza in it. There have been a bunch of 5-0s that have been that. I think that's the best possible Urza list. Okay. Thoughtcast. Good draw. Is there a decent Jeskai list with Iconoclast? I don't think it involves playing Urza, unfortunately. Okay, so this gets me a needle for Ballista. So right now, we go bounce it. They'll probably deal 5 to me. They might blow up. Yeah, they're going to deal 5 to me. They might kill some of my Thopters. Probably not. And then what we really want to happen here is for them to play Ballista X2. If they play Ballista X1, then I can't rebuke it, which is problematic. Okay, Stirrings probably walks them into a bad play. Hangerback, okay. Cool. Looks like we got this one. So Haywire Might with Blood Fountain and Cookbook. That's a winning combination. It's 2 great tastes that taste great together. And we needle the Walking Ballista. And we got the 3-2. Got the 3-2. Pretty excited about that. So yeah, this Oval Chase Daredevil, or so this Diabolic Intent Goryo stuff, this did not work at all. I think if I'm going to do that again at any point, as Tunneling Cat initially suggested, we'll probably do something where we're kind of all in on it and playing a lot more copies of all those things. So what would that look like? So let's take this list. Let's toss... probably toss out the Urzas mostly. We can keep Thoughtcast, Thought Monitor. Thanks to Boggan9. We sometimes we do all right here. So we're missing Goryos. So this doesn't have enough sacrifice outlets or discard outlets for Emrakul, really. It's got the cookbook, it's got 2 blood fountains, and I guess the appeal of this version is that we've got the Ornithopters, the Moonsnare prototypes, the Springleaf drums, the Emrys. So all this early game chaff. I feel like we want to find a way to play Memnite in here too. That probably involves cutting the Baubles and the Emrys. And then what you end up doing is you fill up on... you just fill out your playset of cookbooks. And this is probably better at pulling off the Goryo's Vengeance Emrakul thing. With the downside being that your mid-range plan is not the greatest. So I feel like this would be the next iteration I would test. I have no idea if this would actually work. But hopefully you enjoyed that. And if you're in the future watching this on the YouTube, make sure you smash that like button. Click the subscribe button. Ring the bell. I don't know if that's still a thing you have to do. Check out any of my other videos you're interested in, and I will see you there. For those who are live, that's going to be it for me, because I've got to pack up and get ready to head into Toronto. Again, there will be no streams until next Wednesday night at the earliest. Thursday is more likely. For now, we're going to go off and raid... Fran, I believe. And now I've got to go have some dinner because I am hungry as heck. Thanks, Carrie and Lich. And everyone I'm going to see at the RC, see you at the RC.